Apparently we have
Yeah.
beef with her.
Who?
Yes, we have beef with her.
So we can talk about that later. As interested
Sure.
as I am in the beef.
We discuss the beef off stream.
Yes.
Okay.
Save the beef for the sandwiches. That could have been worse. Have
Sci-fi
any
tropes?
favorites that you really love and you like seeing? Not necessarily a trope, but do you have like, oh, this is my favorite sci-fi like series, please don't fuck it up.
My least favorite sci-fi tropes is probably like Mass Effect style sexual dimorphism, where all the guys are like big, weird, gross aliens, and all the women are just like green-skinned hotties with like snake hair.
I was gonna say that like I don't like it when it gets too like boring military political, where it's like you have to follow all these details, and I am not always good at that.
How tech heavy do we want these to be? That would be another one.
Ooh. Okay. I will say that is one of my preferences. Is that like I like it when it gets too like weird and sciencey and like going into details.
Do you like it? You don't like it?
I do like it. Like, I mean, I like other stuff, but it's like in The Martian, where there's like all the problem solving and the little details. And I mean, I do think that's kind of hard for an entire setting, especially if you're going to include magic. But it's just like, I don't know. I don't like having like whiny protagonists.
Oh, thank God, please. Please no.
That's just a good rule of thumb.
I've never made it through Dune because both times I've tried, I have found the main character to be too whiny at different parts.
Oh, being white Jesus is so hard. I have to save all these sand people.
And it's like, I kind of want to keep reading it because it was really interesting, but I just got so annoyed.
No, we do not show beef on stream, Kim.
I'm adding that to the list. No, I believe Blue was saying something about seeing the chat on stream.
Oh, I'll put it in the other chat.
I posted in the other chat the beef in like the group chat.
I'm gonna go through a bunch of stuff. I want to know if you guys have any strong feelings one way or another. You want to see it, you don't want to see it. You're tired of it, you don't care. Alien cover-ups.
Like
alien... like they're wearing a cover-up, or like a cover-up for like something else.
Like, yeah, Area 51, or they live.
Like anything the government, doesn't want you to know that they came down and they're...
We talking like X-Files?
Yes, we're talking X-Files.
If it's modern, I don't think I like it. If it's futuristic or like alternative world, I think I'm fine with it.
Okay.
I think it's overdone.
I think they're definitely covering it up. Do you care if it's in a storyline? Do you want to see it? Do you not want to see it?
Of all the things that the government is covering up, Alien seems very low down on the list.
I feel like there's more interesting things to do with the genre.
There's definitely more interesting things to do with the genre. I don't mind a good Alien cover-up from time to time. It's so 1940s.
Alright. First Contact.
Oh! Love that.
It depends. I think sometimes it's more interesting than others. I will say I really like it if it's set in the past and then you get like a weird like cowboys versus aliens. I thought that was excellent. Yeah, I guess not my favorite, but it depends how it's done. Like I didn't really like District 9, but there's other ones, especially if it's like people discovering technology and they're trying to figure it out. Like they know there's aliens and they have to learn how to communicate with them. I think that's cool.
I do enjoy it, but it's not the kind of story that I enjoy to the degree that I'm going to seek it out,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I read Project Hail Mary, I was pleasantly surprised how much I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was well done. Invasion stories.
Like alien invasion?
Yes.
Sure.
Probably not, unless it seems like winnable.
Okay.
It's like watching
stories in which we are the aliens. And we are
Ooh.
invading.
Seems like a likely thing to happen. That feels a little too close to home. Let's maybe not.
Yeah,
it could be really interesting just from a storytelling perspective, but it could become very tense, for lack of a better term. Not amongst us, but just in general very quickly. Because I definitely know the direction I would take that, and it's not exactly very viewer friendly.
As far as invasions, I think if we were visiting and caused a panic, that could be interesting, like an accidental appearance of an invasion, or if it was something like aliens accidentally spread a new disease and we have to figure out how to stop it, that could be interesting.
Okay.
Have you guys seen that movie that's like called Planet 51? I've never actually watched it, but I remember seeing the previews for it. It's literally this random astronaut ends up on an alien planet.
It's very cute.
Oh.
We should definitely do a movie night, but yeah, I love stories like that, or where if you guys know Star Trek, they're very much not supposed to do first contact with planets that their civilizations aren't at a particular level of like, if you can't get out into space yourself, there's no situation where you should be being contacted by people who are in space already.
Yeah.
It's just kind of it makes sense to do. I love the ones where, you know, they'll accidentally, like, somebody will crash land on a planet and they've inadvertently interacted, and now it's a whole issue of, I don't think I'd want to role play it, but in my sci-fi in general, I enjoy that. Hive mind aliens. And for that matter,
mind
people.
aliens?
Hive mind. So all being of one.
I love good hive mind.
Yeah, I think if it's good, I like it. Sometimes it's depressing, and then I don't like it.
Yeah. I have written four hive mind science fictions so far. 4 of them. It's one of my favorite tropes in the world, and in every single one, the hive mind works differently.
Nice. How do you feel about, like, a Rick and Morty style hive mind?
I've never seen Rick and Morty.
Don't worry, I will give you the context. A hive mind takes over a planet. They feel, oh, we have to go in and save the people of the planet. I guess, sorry, spoilers if you're interested in watching a show from 5 years ago. You didn't get on it earlier.
Than that, and I'm talking about it.
Yeah, it's probably like 15 at this point. But they finally free the people from the hive mind, only to find out, like, they're violent and they're going through a horrific apartheid situation where people are just, where people are just killing because they don't like the way others look.
We freed people from the hive mind. It turns out they're, like, mega space racist.
Well, that's the thing. Do you have them become possessed by the hive mind once again, so they're all peaceful and working in unison? Or do you let them have the freedom of their own thought, but you know that comes with
I think I would start breaking I would start breaking ankles until they started.
I mean, I think you just give them the option to be like, well, you can go in the hive mind, or you can stay out, but we'll probably try and kill you later.
Interesting topic, and I'd be interested to see characters coming up to that conflict to see what we would do, not just as a group, but as our characters.
Interspecies romance.
Sure.
Regardless of how you feel about romance at the table, which is a different discussion that we have had.
Unless it's too graphic about biological incompatibilities and gets into body horror, which would gross me out. But in general, fine.
Can I just say, I fucking hate
it's romance and it's not any. It doesn't get any further than that. I think that could be. I
fucking hate that The Shape of Water has been reduced to, like, a generic, ooh, the fish fucking movie. Shut up! It's a tale about it's a tale about love and about alienation and about like finding your people. Okay, I
Is
really
there a
love
hot
that.
mermaid in it?
There just happens to be fish fucking in it. No, he is not hot, which I think Guillermo del Toro does very well. That he did not
Oh,
sexualize.
I'm thinking of that M. Night Shyamalan one.
Would be M. Night Shyamalan.
There's an M. Night
There's like
Shyamalan where they're fucking fish?
Oh, there's like a mermaid in a pool.
Oh, okay.
That's
Anyone
a
know
very
what
different
that's about?
movie.
Very
to the
good. Zoos. People being held, specifically sentient or sapient beings, being held for the education and entertainment of others.
Man, I get sad every time I go to a
Are
zoo.
we breaking them out immediately?
What if you
That
were
would be
in the
fun.
zoo?
Ooh,
If I get
Also,
stuck in the zoo
if the
for
goal is
one
to break out,
episode, that is
fine.
acceptable.
yeah, I wouldn't want to be like a long term, but if it's temporary and we can just get out, that's fine. But yeah, long term, too depressing. Temporary.
Having to what
Quest.
What
even
if
would D&D be if you're just
the
chilling in a zoo
species
for
in question is endangered, and a species that believes it is higher on the evolutionary scale, for example, humans to
Ooh.
like tigers, have taken them into encourage breeding in hopes of saving their
Okay, well
race.
that's just sex.
That's very
I
interesting.
don't mean like, oh, we're gonna
That's just
immediately go
that's
into that.
just
But
that's
from
just
the perspective of like, we do that as people with other
I am interested.
creatures.
okay, that's fine
Big-
as long as all the alien love hotel shenanigans happen off screen. I don't want this to be space goats fucking in the space zoo.
Again, no space fucking whatsoever. I just mean in theory, that concept.
I think depending on people's backstories, that could also get into some very interesting character discussions.
I concur.
Intergalactic War.
Oh yeah, that's I mean
yeah.
that's one of the most that's one of the oldest like hell, that's one of the oldest space tropes in history. Intergalactic War. I think that's like one of the very first. And the very first is Moon Princess falls to Earth or like gets found in a bamboo shoot. But that was a long time ago.
What if it is a war that your character is passionately, they believe they are doing the right thing?
Oh, everyone thinks they're doing the right
Even
thing.
better.
Everybody
Yeah, I
wants to rule the
That
universe.
could be very interesting.
What if your character does not believe they are necessarily doing the right or wrong thing, but are drafted into it?
Ooh, that's even better.
Love
That's
that.
Yeah,
even better.
also interesting.
Another one that I would definitely suggest for sci-fi, especially if you're a comic book reader, Saga.
I've heard some really good stuff about them.
So good.
What's that story?
That's what it's about. This couple that kind of in the fallout of this war that started before they were even born, and they're on opposite sides of it. It's Romeo and Juliet, but
Ooh.
it does go further into that, and you see other planets and other species that have no skin in the game being dragged into this just because they're there, and it's, you're either conquered or you agree to sign up to fight.
Is that appropriate for teens? I would love to hand it to one of my kids.
No. Well, older teens maybe.
Say it could be or
First
depend on
page
kind
of
of high
volume
quality.
1, you see a baby fully coming out of a woman. Like,
Childbirth,
it does
okay.
not hold back from the graphic depictions of bodies. Sex is very much an active component of it. I will warn you, you don't see anything bad happen to the child, but it is implied that this child is sold into sex slavery in one of them. The reason that it happens, not why she's sold into it, that's just, people are awful, obviously, is so that the bounty hunter who's coming after the main couple, you're like, oh, okay, he's not just some asshole who's trying to do it for money. He's buying this child's freedom off of this planet, right? So you're like, oh, okay, there are more complicated things, which I really enjoyed that was there.
Sorry,
It's also
what is this again?
devastating.
Saga.
Saga.
Okay.
It is so good. I would absolutely recommend it. But it does have very sad moments. You will get emotional.
Oh, is
I fully
is it a
cried.
manga?
It is a comic book series.
That's sick. Yeah, my kiddos cannot read that.
Yeah,
maybe in a couple years.
They're a little too young for that, but
maybe in a couple years.
Yeah.
I'll drop it in the chat.
Cryo-sleep. Suspended animation.
Freaks me the fuck out.
The
Fuck out,
concept,
but I'm okay with it.
Sorry?
just the concept of getting ice cube. I mean, I don't know how much of that you could like make it. Sure, yeah, I have no problem with
your
my character being.
is put into extended REM, and in theory, they will wake up when they get there. They wake up too early. How do you guys feel
I
about that?
would want to know ahead of time, I think. So I could figure out the backstory, right? I think it'd be interesting. I wouldn't want to be like, suddenly you're asleep and like it's 200 years in the future. But if we go in knowing that, I'd be fine. Yeah.
Spoilers for Cowboy Bebop. I apologize.
That's what I was trying to think of earlier.
You wake up and you do not remember anything. Similar to the style of certain book that we watched, but the memories don't necessarily come back.
Very interesting.
Here for it.
Okay.
As long as I'm told beforehand that's what we're doing, because it would suck to make an entire character sheet and then have it be like, actually.
Surprise.
But then you could still get hints about it.
You guys. That'd be awesome.
Like,
people on the internet are always like,
it.
oh, it wouldn't work to do the give your characters a blank character sheet thing. But I think that if you did it, I haven't figured out how yet. But I'm convinced there's a way to do it.
I've seen it done well. I've seen it done poorly, and
I have done it. I've done it for a 2-year-long campaign. I did not write my backstory. I was given a blank character sheet. I figured it out along the way, and it has been so wonderful, and I adore this character. It's fantastic. You can do it.
Your player just has to... or was it all of the characters in the campaign?
Just me. It was
I think
just
that
me.
Makes
my
a difference as well. Generation ships. So the idea that the people who go up in the ship are not the people who are coming out. That's thousands of generations down the road by the time they make it to the new planet. They've had to, you might meet an NPC whose family has been working the farm for the last 8 generations, and that's actually been 200 years, or it's been 7 days, or...
I think it's cool.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's interesting. For myself, my person as an individual, no. I like the dirt too much. Love it. I like licking the dirt off the ground.
What if it's all fake windows? Like, what if you don't even know you're on a generation ship?
So that's that's quite a prevalent plot point. Because a lot of the time it'll be like people have forgotten, or time dilation has caused it so one side of the ship is experiencing time at a rate that's so much faster than the other side of the ship, because it's so large, or they're so near a black hole. There's lots of fun things that can be done with generational ships.
Wild. My time was
I like
colored.
One of my favorites, space pirates.
Fucking.
Wait,
are they hot? Can they be hot?
They can be
what?
hot.
I like shipmouth shit jaws. I did not like the Reapers and Firefly.
Okay.
Space pirates are cool.
Would you
I like it when
space pirates?
Yes.
Time loops. Time loops. You are suddenly stuck in a Groundhog Day situation.
That depends on the circumstances.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Is this because the issue with time loops...
We're not doing... Or it would be a small part of a larger campaign. I wouldn't...
The issue with time loops is that it's like, okay, well, am I just going to practice guitar for 200 years?
The ship is going to explode at the end of the time loop. Every time it loops, you are starting 5 minutes further into the day than you were.
So this wait. So this is like Majora's Mask.
I like it. I think that sounds
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
I'm in.
Hey, Frog, here. Sideways.
It didn't just adjust.
Did not.
Let me see.
We will all be the same.
Yay!
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
get out of here.
Time travel, specifically a quest to alter history.
Ooh,
Am I up right now?
You are.
Okay, good. Yes? Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I think it'll get really complicated, but fun.
You are hired as the crew of a ship to save a significant historical figure who the person who has hired you claims they believe the death of prevented, let's say, slavery from ending 100 years earlier than it would have.
Oh.
I think that the whole, time police, let's go back in time and kill a guy. I don't like that very much, honestly.
I think it would immediately have ramifications we didn't consider and would get very
I feel like
complicated.
the problem is, oh sure, like yes, you're likely to create a significantly better society perhaps, but then there's the problem of, oh shit, what if, well then, like,
Yeah, those are the ramifications.
where's the Ottoman Empire,
Yeah.
Where'd it go?
Well, that's why it's fun, especially if the people doing the time shenanigans are kind of dumb and like don't have high int. Because
Okay, that would be funny. If we played it as like if it was funny,
well,
then.
because it's like if they're trying to do the right thing, but they haven't like thought it through. I feel like that might be a lot. Because it's like trying to like play the like strategic chess of history would get very complicated. Have y'all ever read To Say Nothing of the Dog by Connie Willis? That is a very good book related to changing history and having ripples through time and stuff.
Gives me a headache, so I'm down for whatever.
Okay. Comparatively, other side of it, we hot tub time machine it. You are able to travel back to your previous selves to do anything that would change the course of where your life is going, but you do have to experience the ramifications of this.
Terrible idea. Not a fan.
I think in real life I would absolutely hate it. I think from a story perspective it might be interesting, but also could be really depressing.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I feel like I would
wait.
just make it immediately
Dylan.
depressing, unless it was like explicitly a comedy.
I think if it's within like the past two, then I like it. Where it's like you're just trying to fix this immediate situation. Because I think it's like you go back in time and suddenly your whole life is different. I think that gets too dark. But if it's like, you're on a ship, you're trying to fix this, I feel like you could do it similar to the time loop where it's like, okay, well, this time I'm gonna like go talk to this person.
Okay.
Which might just be a time loop anyway, but
Paradoxes in general.
ooh, what kind?
Let's go the grandfather paradox. You hate your father so much that you go back in time and you kill your grandfather before he can produce your father. Therefore, you are never born, but because you were never born, you never went back in time, you never killed your grandfather. Therefore, your father was born. Therefore, you were born. Therefore, you went back in time and killed.
I like it as long as there's like a reason for it. Like it has some sort of meaning for the story.
That could
hurt
be
my brain.
interesting.
It's interesting. It's not fun to think about, but it is interesting. Time travel tourism.
You're going to go Futurama with that. You become your own grandfather.
Yeah, that's the thing. You could always Futurama it and try to fix the solution by becoming your own grandfather, but then your great 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 nephew or whatever he is might end up super weird.
Don't. No cuz nuzzling. That's how you end up with weird toes.
Agreed.
I mean, have you seen the Habsburgs?
The phrase.
Time travel tourism. You can go back in time to any point in history. We'll say human history, just to make it easier. And party, have fun, whatever, with no consequences.
Yes.
You have
I
some sort
want
of
that in real
paradox
life.
device
That
allows
could be
you to do that.
fun.
Alternate universes.
Ah,
Yes.
got that every day.
You
I
experience
mean, that.
alternate universes every day?
Yes,
no, I
we
think
play
about it every
Dungeons
day.
and Dragons.
Well, yes, but
Well,
in
that's
this, for example, I suppose technically the Odyssey story that we're doing would be a parallel universe. You're the same characters, but you've had different life experiences. You have different names. Various little things in your life have been tweaked, and therefore you ended up differently. So what used to be a druid might be a barbarian.
Yes, I think that's
Yes.
fine. I like it.
Or it could be something way weirder, like everybody has hot dogs for fingers.
Possibilities are
I like
endless.
that.
Little bit darker of a topic: the dangers and ethics of scientific process. The historical one people always use is a lot of the things that we know about medicine we got from Nazi experiments. They're terrible, but this is how we know and we're able to grow
extremely questionable science. Yeah, I know.
If an alien race lives, like, survives this horrible disease that is impacting your own people, and
like a Last
vivisecting
of Us
them
situation.
might, teach us what we need to know about their DNA and let us know
Horrible
how to
moral
fix it.
dilemmas and unethical science. Yeah, that's cool.
I think that could be interesting.
It's a good topic.
Experiment done in psychology prior to like 1990 or
Basically,
later.
The trolley problem.
Oh, the
Your
problem.
ship is about to crash into a planet. The planet has 7,000 people on it. It's just a tiny moon. Your own crew is only 30 people, but they are the people that you love the most. They are your family, and you have never known life without them. You are able to blow up the ship, but it would stop the people on the planet, or at least most of them, as long as the debris didn't hit the planet too quickly.
Okay, 7,000
from
people is like a
dying.
lot of people, okay?
Well, it depends on how big the planet you're on, right?
I only like that if there's the third option where you try and fix it.
Yeah.
Like if you're like,
Yeah,
okay, we've got 2 hours to figure out how to do this.
Ooh, that
And
could
I
be
mean,
crazy.
obviously, it just wouldn't be me sitting down and being like, alright, which one do you do? Do you blow it up? Or do you put your people in the escape pods and fling them out into space and the ship gets hit? You'd have time to work around, like, what else might we be able to do? But is that something you guys would be interested in? Like,
yeah,
for
sure. As long as there's a third option.
I think that's the good thing about D&D. There's always a third option.
Goes on.
Teleportation.
Fuck yes, please.
Love good teleport.
God.
Teleportation, but it's not really teleportation, because what is happening is your atoms are being broken down at the molecular level and recreated at another location. This person, for all sense and purposes, has all of your memories, your experiences. It's 99.9% safe, but you are, depending on how you feel about the Ship of Theseus, you may or may not be the same person.
What if like something's weird and I just like go through the portal and all of a sudden I have like a fourth arm or like a doohickey on my forehead? Like,
Well, you would be the 0.1% that it didn't work for.
oh my god, do we have to roll to see if we can get through the portal without something happening to our bodies?
Probably.
That sounds
I mean,
epic.
that could be kind of fun. I do think it's more good when it's like the teleportation and it's like you go in and die and then a clone comes out the other side.
Mm-mm.
Because it's like
I'm good.
the clone, but then the clone wouldn't know that it happened. And you couldn't tell anyone because you'd just be dead. Like, I don't like that one.
With that in mind, and I guess spoilers for Mickey 17, let me know if you guys have not seen it and are going to be upset about it. How do we feel about backing people up like their software so that they can be put into new clone bodies?
I like
love
that.
that. Super cool.
Disney. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I wish I could do that in real life. I can't remember anything. Well, I want a backup of my memories so then I could like remember things better.
Oh, just in general.
Yeah, just in general. Like I don't need the whole body download, but like
you want the cloud, but for your brain and your thoughts and your opinions. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So then, if you like you lose your phone or like you lose your mind or like you can't recall something, like what did I walk in this room for? You can open up your cloud settings and see what the last thing you thought of when you saved was.
Yes, that'd be perfect.
Okay. I'm here for it.
Tree Frog, you upload yourself in the morning and walk out into traffic on accident, getting hit and killed. You have no backup body. Do you want to be placed in a robotic body? Do you want to be held in the cloud?
Ooh. I think I would want the robotic body. And then
everyone can answer this. Sorry, I didn't mean like just specifically.
I'm in the cloud. Is it like heaven?
That's also a good question. Because there's no way of getting away from Doctor Who.
So I was thinking.
The cloud is like heaven in Doctor Who?
You believe it is heaven.
Oh,
all of the loved ones that you...
Oh, Daddy Cloud, please upload me today.
All of your loved ones who are gone are there. You'd be okay with that?
Sounds epic, bro.
I would want... You had to check off a I agree on the bottom of a very long agreement that you obviously didn't read, and it actually gives a corporation the right to revive your body and use it however they would like.
Oh, great.
How do you feel
about
that?
It happens. Yeah, sure.
Don't like.
I love that.
Suddenly your body
let
is
me,
a soldier.
Let me reap what I sow. I did not read the terms and conditions. Oh.
One of the terms and conditions is they can upload copies of you. So there's as if there were more than one of you in a file.
I would love that. Fighting with someone and then like you rip off their head and they're like, whoa, and it's you. I love shit like that.
That part could be pretty cool. I also think instead of a robot, I might if you could have like a 3D printed body. And you just like put all the pieces together.
Did I finally have boobs?
I mean, they're working on like 3D printing organs. Like it's not quite the same as like how you do it with plastic, but it's like
I want 3D print some boobs.
In a world in which organs cannot be grown or printed separately, but must be grown in a being. And obviously, the wealthy can afford to have clones made of themselves to use for organ harvesting. How do you feel about that?
I've grown 2 sets of organs. I've grown 3 sets of organs, so I'm.
And you only got to keep one of them.
Thanks. No, yeah, that's fucked. Like I wouldn't I wouldn't shrivel into a withering pile of human goo if like it came up in like a topic. Like I don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable, but I think it's supposed to. These things are supposed to make you mildly uncomfortable so that you think about like the moral compass of like you and your character.
If nothing else, I think sci-fi is probably the most philosophical of genres.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
I know we did interspecies. What about AI? Like, not AI in the way we think of it, but genuine AI in relationships.
Fuck yeah. Let them have love.
Sure.
Mm.
Let the robots love.
Mm-hmm.
Do the robots love, though, is the question.
I think they have the capacity to.
I
Does
mean,
the big
if you're
titty
sentient,
pterodactyl truly want to be in this relationship? And how do you get that answer out of the individual?
Why are you reading my diary?
I mean, in this case, I think we need the full computer upgrade to make sure that
Oh
everything's
my
back
god,
to
it's like
normal.
you have to upgrade to 10.9 to get to get access to love. That's awful. Comes up every night before you go to bed. You're like, oh yeah,
That
I'll
could
upgrade.
also be interesting, like a world where you're something kind of giver adjacent, where you have to like up, like I don't know exactly how, the mechanics of it, but like you have to like buy upgrades to experience different things or something.
I
Ooh.
love that. You're
Oh.
making me want to be a robot now.
Your loved one is your fictional loved one, obviously. Is in an accident in which part of their brain gets damaged, but a scan of their brain, a device is able to be made that would replace that part of the brain. It'd be just like they were before, but it is in beta testing. It's a little dangerous.
I think it would depend on if I had talked to them about something similar. Like if I knew what their opinion would be.
Okay.
Sure. I have to
Kinda
pee
like-
real quick. I'll be right back.
Like getting like revived or something or kept on like if you're in a coma.
Like
I mean,
having a
presumably,
DNS or not.
if it's experimental, you wouldn't necessarily
That's the thing.
know.
Yeah.
You would just kind of have to make that call.
As if I knew they'd mentioned it before, or if I knew their opinions about similar things that I thought I could guess.
I guess my question is more: are you guys okay with making the kind of moral decision for other characters or possibly other players that might impact them later down
I mean,
the road?
for one thought, I think definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Genetic modification of humanoids. So I'm talking
Sure.
super soldiers, bionetics, anything like that.
Fine.
Yeah, I think that'd be fine.
Situations in which the bionetically enhanced are marginalized or frowned upon in society.
Ooh, I love that.
Mm.
I was gonna say I eat that shit up, but
So
that's
basically,
Yeah.
cyborg racism.
Yeah.
You can ask Lou when they get back. Oh, but you were talking about like genetically modified like organs and like body parts and stuff. If you like stuff like that and you like action, there's an anime. I wish it had better world building and I wish it was longer. I'm sure like the manga is probably longer, better, but Licorice, it's Licorice or Licorice Recoil. I'm gonna put it in the chat because
Okay.
I loved the anime. The art style was really good. The intro was poppin'. It was a good anime. I wish there was more. It was like it looked like a really full. It looked like a cheeseburger on that, like a big juicy cheeseburger, and you're like, I'm so excited to eat this damn cheeseburger, right? Right. But then you bite into it and you realize the entire inside of the cheeseburger is hollow.
That would be
That's how that
incredibly
is.
exciting.
Yeah, like the outside's delicious. You bite into it and you're like, oh, it's so good. And you take another bite and there's just hollow. Like fuck, god damn it. That's how it felt. It was good though. It well lasted. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to follow along and subscribe to see if I wake up with a horrible migraine tomorrow because I ate an entire bag of candy and I know not to do that.
Yeah, if you are watching this, chances are you're watching it in the future. It's been cut down into a weird little video about asking your party questions in relation to sci-fi things. Hopefully I've made a list of the questions we did here. But if you have any that you are interested in, drop it in the chat, drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear other people's And obviously you guys as well. If you have any that you're like, oh, you know what, I just thought of this, feel free to add it. I am going to run to the bathroom, though.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I think it's a great discussion to have with your players. I think anytime anyone has any group that they're playing with for any amount of time, whether it's like a one shot or like a 3-year long campaign, it's always good to sit down and have a discussion about things that are going to come up, topics that you're okay broaching and things that you're okay maybe steering away from. Like that we all have like a general consensus on like what we're okay staying away from. We know that adult relations are something that we don't want on screen, but we are fine joking about adult relations, which I think collectively is really cool that we can bring up those and have a laugh about it. But we know that if it's brought up in a serious light, that we're all just kind of like, knowing your players and knowing your characters and knowing each other as a party is really, really important.
What is your favorite sci-fi trope? All of you.
I don't think I know enough about sci-fi to have like a favorite sci-fi trope. Yeah, kind of just here for. I think all of it sounds really cool.
I think
I'll
of
kinda-
sci-fi more in terms of aesthetics than
Yes.
tropes because I'm not familiar enough with the genre. So like I am absolutely obsessed with that kind of, I mean, the neon sci-fi kind of thing that we're seeing with Neon Odyssey. I've never had a name for it, but that kind of thing, ooh, chef's kiss. I eat that shit up.
So how do we feel about like the ragtag army of heroes?
I like the found family. That's one of my favorite sci-fi things.
Love that too.
Yes, I second that motion like 12,000 times. I
also
will kill a man for a good loved found family trope.
I also really like the like succeeding against the odds, specifically because they've had experiences that like were not considered valuable at the time. I like those.
Yeah.
Like in Murderbot, like that's good.
Were you guys able to ask Blue the questions that they missed?
I'm so sorry.
I don't remember what they were.
Unfortunately.
I think it was a body, like people being like prejudiced about other people who have like artificial limbs.
Yeah, like
you could.
Isn't that just like a thing that people are in real life prejudiced
They are.
against?
Yeah, but if it were a societally imposed,
Like I don't know. Like I guess it seems weird, but like,
for example, a war breaks out and they've started drafting. Specifically, the first people drafted are anyone who received a cybernetic, replacement limb from the government because the party at the time argues that, well, those people have been helped enough. It's time for them to pay back what we as a society did for them.
well, that is what I like to call douchey.
For sure. But you do not have strong feelings one way or the other?
It would be very interesting.
I think it's douchey.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not going to upset anyone. How do we feel about virtual reality as escapism? Maybe not to the point of Ready Player One, but in which it's taking up a large portion of people's lives.
I play D&D.
I scroll on my phone too much, so yeah.
Yeah, like the holodeck or what was it in Community? Where they have that extra bedroom that's just like with the grid on it? I forget their names. The two guys, roommates, and they're very charming.
They were roommates.
Masses, but they like have like an imaginary holodeck where they go into this room and it's like they're okay. I'm gonna have to find. I'll send it to y'all. I don't know what I'm talking about, but
Okay. How do you feel about? And again, spoilers, I guess. But if you haven't seen it, it's 30 years old or something. Matrix style, trapped in the virtual reality, discovering it's real.
Oh, that's fun.
There is a movie with Bruce Campbell called Mind Warp, which is like that. where it's the future and everyone's in a pod and you can just dream about whatever you want. And the main character is like, this is so boring. I want to live a real life. And she goes on this adventure with Bruce Campbell, who breaks her out. And then she wakes up and it was the pod giving her what she wanted. And it's like she goes on another one and it's like I mean, I kind of didn't like it because it was kind of depressing, like dystopian, but like also it was very interesting. And I'm saying that yes, I think that would be the I've now forgotten what the initial question was, but yes, I like whatever you were saying. I think it would be interesting.
Okay.
I felt that.
I think I'm probably gonna avoid anything and everything like post-apocalyptic. I just don't care for it. It's not my jam.
Yeah.
Valid.
Tends to make me feel
I
weird.
like a good post-apocalypse because it gets me thinking. Sure, hope. It's the hope because it's like, oh man, it means that there's something after, you know?
No, I don't like to think about any of it. It makes me want to roll
Mm.
on my phone for a very long time.
I don't mind if it's like a far future where it's like, you know, like, oh, there's like evidence that there's this past civilization. And like, oh, there used to be these big cities out in what's now the desert. Like that's interesting, but I don't like it if it's immediate. Like Mad Max, like it's like, I don't know, they're good, but like I don't it's not my favorite.
My dislike of like the thing about like post-apocalypse is it's like if there was some sort of, you know, societal collapse and people are doing what you would generally expect them to do and kind of picking themselves back up more or less immediately, that's great. But we better not be in Fallout 3 territory with just a raider to regular dude population of like 20 to 1.
Yeah.
It's been 100 years. How are you guys all surviving off of stealing from one guy? Like, come on.
Yeah, I don't know. It just freaks me out. I like thinking about it. That's bad. I probably shouldn't be like that, but I just don't want to think about it.
Mm.
Just
I want to laugh with
preferences.
I want to laugh with my friends and make silly penis jokes. I don't want to think about how things might be in the future outside of the game.
Yes, I agree.
Anything that's a little too close to home or a little too existential. I like a
Mhm.
little bit of existential, but not too much existential.
Exactly. Not
Yeah.
too much, because then I start to feel it, and then I'm like, ooh, I can't sleep.
Yeah, I need it to be like 3 steps removed from reality.
Okay.
I think that is everything on my list.
Nice.
Did you like Google list or were you just like pulling this shit out of your head?
The first 3 quarters, I had already made a list. The last ones, and a couple of them came up just as a result of the ones that I had asked. The last couple I got off of the list online.
Well, were these just like
Whoa,
general
way
sci-fi
more than
questions?
I
Oh, sorry. Or like, were
I
you
just thought of
preparing?
like what is the most recent sci-fi stuff that I watched and started
Mm.
writing them out.
Because I was like, I don't know how you're gonna fit all of that into one shot.
Oh yeah, no, this would be just more generally. So this way, like Echoey has it if she wants to do an extended one. You have it for
Okay.
your mini
That makes sense.
campaign. I have a general idea of where you guys are going for the one shots. So we'll
Alright.
say goodbye to whoever might be watching. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, it's been fun. Have a good rest of your weekend.